Welcome to Ancient Stoic Secrets, where modern men reclaim their power through clarity, calm, and self-mastery. Thoughtful. Let me ask you something real. Short pause. Have you ever stared at your phone, waiting for a message that never came? Long pause, no call, no explanation, just silence. You gave her your time, your energy, maybe even your soul, and now you're left in the dark. But this isn't your end. Emphatic. It's your moment. Because what you'll learn here isn't about getting her back. Strong, determined. It's about getting yourself back. Direct. Lean in. Because silence isn't rejection, it's a mirror, and what you see in it can rebuild you or break you. Part 1. Her silence is a mirror, not a message. Thoughtful. What if I told you she didn't vanish to hurt you? She disappeared to observe you. She's not punishing you, she's watching. Can you stand tall when the applause stops? Most men crumble. They chase texts, overthink the silence, and spiral. Determined. But not you. You're being called into stillness, not reaction. Into depth, not drama. The man she respects is the one who stays anchored, not the one who begs for attention. In that silence, she's not looking for your words. She's looking for your stability. Firm. Stand still. Stay strong. Let your silence speak louder than any message ever could. Part 2. Stop giving away emotional power. She didn't take your power. You handed it to her. Quietly. Quietly. Slowly. When you skipped your workout to text her. When you reshaped your schedule around her emotions. Every time you bent, you told her, muttering, "My structure depends on your affection." But she doesn't want that. She wants a man who leads himself. Especially when she can't. Life will bring storms. She needs to know, will you crumble or carry both of you through it? It's time to take back your emotional reins. Decisive. Decide for your future self, not for her approval. She doesn't trust your sweetness. She trusts your stability. Part 3. Desperation is loud, power is silent. You don't need to speak for her to feel your desperation. It's in your energy. The way your tone changes when she replies late. It's in the second text, the anxious check-ins, the self-editing. You're not being romantic, you're leaking power. She doesn't need your devotion, she needs your direction. Not the man who clings, emphatic, the man who grows. So when her energy pulls back, don't beg, don't fill the gap with words. Firm, fill it with purpose. Train, build, refocus. Because power is never noisy, it just moves forward. Part 4. What she misses was never your words. It was your purpose. She didn't fall for your compliments. She fell for your momentum, your discipline, your direction. But somewhere along the way, you traded ambition for availability. You stopped building and started waiting. Now the fire that once drew her in is flickering, not because she's ungrateful. Be the man who wakes before sunrise, guards his time like gold, and builds like no one's watching. When your life is mission-driven, not emotion-driven. She doesn't drift. She leans in. Part 5. The Stoic man doesn't flinch. She pulls away. The room goes quiet. Most men panic. Send long texts, ask questions, demand answers. But not the Stoic man. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't beg. He breathes. He continues his day because her absence doesn't define his purpose. She's not testing your love. She's testing your anchor. Can you be calm without closing off? Can you feel deeply without falling apart? When you hold that line with quiet strength, she doesn't just respect you. She starts to trust you. And that trust is stronger than any declaration. Part 6. Chasing kills attraction. Chasing doesn't prove love. It proves you've forgotten your worth. She doesn't want the man who fills her inbox. She wants the man who fills his vision. The more you chase, the more she pulls away. Because mystery creates magnetism. Don't be the man who texts at midnight, hoping for crumbs of attention. Be the man who's asleep early, resting for a bigger mission tomorrow. If your self-worth shrinks when she's silent, that's not love. That's dependency. And women don't chase men who need them. They chase the ones who don't flinch when left alone. Part 7. You are the prize. Start acting like it. This isn't arrogance. It's awareness. You are the prize, but only if you believe it. The man who wakes with intention, moves with purpose, and speaks with clarity doesn't need to prove his value. He embodies it. She won't stay because of your effort. She'll stay because of your energy. So guard your peace. Don't audition for a role in her life. Become the man she has to qualify for. Because the moment you stop needing to be chosen, you start being respected. Part 8. Withdraw with dignity, return with power. Let her silence be your signal, not to react, but to rebuild. Withdraw not to sulk, but to sharpen. Return not with explanations, but with excellence. She doesn't need flowers and poems. She needs to see that her absence didn't break you. It built you. Go dark, go quiet, go inward, and come back not with questions, but with progress so powerful it speaks louder than any apology ever could. Part 9. Consistency is the currency of trust. She's not turned off by your strength. Thoughtful. She's turned off by your inconsistency. Emphatic. One day you're focused, the next you're begging. Disappointed. One week you're building, the next you're available 24/7. Sighs. She can't relax in that. Firm. She needs rhythm. She needs to feel that even when she withdraws, determined. You're still climbing, still training, still building. Assertive. Trust isn't built in your highs. It's built in your unchanging standards. Confident. And that kind of consistency isn't just rare, it's irresistible. Announcing Part 10. Lead yourself first. Or be led by her emotions. Serious. If her silence crumbles your sense of self, reflective, you were never leading, you were following. Assertive. A woman doesn't want to carry your emotional balance. She wants to walk beside a man who has already mastered it. Calm. Lead not with pressure, but presence. Instructive. Lead not through chasing, but through calm, grounded direction. Strong. The man who builds himself first doesn't beg for space. He creates it. Reassuring. And in that space, she doesn't feel distance. She feels respect. Steadfast. Because your standards don't sway when tested. They stay still, like a mountain. Sincere. And that's the man she can truly trust. Announcing, you don't need closure, you need a comeback. Empathetic. If this message hit something in you, if it mirrored a pain you've been carrying in silence, direct. Know this. Encouraging. You're not alone. You're not broken. You're becoming. Urgent. Don't wait for closure. Become it. Motivational. Don't waste another day chasing what's fading. Build what's lasting. Inspiring. Because the man who walks forward in purpose doesn't need to be remembered. Triumphant. He becomes unforgettable. Engaging. Like this video if it gave you clarity. Subscribe if you're done chasing love and ready to become it. Powerful. This is ancient Stoic secrets, and this is where you rise.